So yes, she does. Terrorists tried to steal my governor. Isn't that weird? What a weird fucking world. Terrorists tried to steal my governor. And to take over the state, I guess? What? What? Thanks for following, Whopper Lopper. Thanks, singing to death. At least 6 men have been charged in a federal case in Michigan tied to a plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. The alleged plot involved reaching out to members of Michigan militia to violently overthrow the government, the Detroit News reports. Look at this shit. Oh wow, are we surprised? Are we terribly surprised this is what they look like? Look, we're gonna open this one. We'll do WXYZ. Detroit's good. Detroit News. Do they have Freepo? Detroit Free Press. Anyway, the investigation led by the FBI. This is so fucking crazy. Pickle. That's adorable. Cute dog. So much for the tolerant right. I know, right? The investigation led by the FBI used several undercover personnel and confidential human sources, and it appears the group was so closely tracked that the governor was not in imminent danger. The plot, as alleged, appears to have been quite serious. Oh my goodness. It's just wild. So, by the way, this is what happens when you allow fascists in the White House. This kind of shit right here. This is it's not okay. Not okay. We'll watch her statement in a little bit. Let's read about this a little bit though. This is why you should this is what happens literally because of Donald Trump. I thought he told them to stand by. Can't even follow their own orders, right? Wild. So, and again, for a little context here, Gretchen Whitmer, the governor of Michigan, followed the science in regards to COVID. She's like, hey, we're gonna listen to scientists. We're gonna listen to the CDC recommendations. We are going to make sure that the people of this state are as safe as they possibly can be under the rules, right? She's followed CDC guidelines, which include masks in businesses, which include staying inside if you can, which initially included like very limited open businesses in general, just so they didn't have anywhere to go, right? Vald, thanks so much for following. Valde Firebane. Meanwhile, because of her response, right, and the rest of her left-wing government, because of Gretchen Whitmer's response, Michigan top 10 economy during COVID, because it was handled responsibly enough to allow the biggest season for Michigan is tourism. And you guys probably don't understand not living in Michigan or not living in the Midwest, maybe. Thank you, Untied Shoes, so much for the 5 months. Michigan is a huge tourist spot. It's got tons of shit. The beaches are fucking crazy. The food is great. We just got tons of shit going on. We have tons of culture everywhere. Detroit is one of them, but that's just one small speck that people think of when they think of Michigan when they're not familiar with it. There's lots here. Hunting, beaches, boating, it's crazy. Fishing in general, hiking trails, especially in the UP. I mean, There's a lot that goes on here. And Frankenmuth, yeah. Frankenmuth is great. Got waterfalls everywhere. Yeah, Michigan's really, really cool. Anyway, if you go to one of these locations, let's say Traverse City, for instance, most of the business owners are very thankful. I mean, they literally have signs on their yards, because I went this year. Signs on the yards like thank you, Governor Whitmer, for protecting us and making sure that we could have this like season, the season of where we make all our money. They make like a town that is a location like that, like Traverse City or like Ludington is a great example of this. A lot of west side of the state kind of stuff, Sleeping Bear Dunes. They make a good percentage, sometimes as close to 80%. The golfing here, ridiculous. Golf makes almost all its money during this time, right? Like you really can't do it much later. September and stuff, you still have like locals and stuff golfing, but so you get like 90% of your money. Like, it's fucking crazy. All of this worked out because we were staying inside. People were trying to do the right shit, and she's not who I voted for. She's not who I voted for. I voted for Abdul Al-Sayed, who is a more progressive, left-leaning candidate. He's a doctor that is from here. I believe he's from the Michigan State area, so Lansing. I could be wrong. But he's for like legalized weed. He's for full health care and stuff. She's a little more liberal than me. She's to the right of me. However, she listens to scientists. Okay? This is huge. She has been, for someone I didn't vote for, this is the first time I felt good about the person I didn't vote for, really. In Michigan's we've had a lineup of really, 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 really bad governors. I can breathe. 13 people were charged Thursday with an alleged domestic terrorism plot to kidnap Michigan Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer, federal and state officials announced. The alleged scheme included plans to overthrow several state governments that the suspects believe are violating the U.S. Constitution, including the government of Michigan and Whitmer, according to a federal criminal complaint. 6 people were charged federally with conspiracy to kidnap, and 7 other people associated with the militia group Wolverine Watchmen. How fucking cringe is that? Wolverine Watchmen. We're charged by the state, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel announced. Are you suggesting that Rick Snyder is trash? I am suggesting that Rick Snyder was trash. What is this? What is this shit right here? Get out of here. I'm gonna make you smaller, I guess. There we go. Wolverine Watchmen. Imagine LARPing. The individuals in state custody are suspected to have attempted to identify the home addresses of law enforcement officers in order to target them, made threats of violence intended to instigate a civil war, and engaged in planning and training for an operation to attack the Capitol building of Michigan and to kidnap government officials, including the governor of Michigan. These fucks think they're in Red Dawn. It's what? Yeah, absolutely. The arrests are likely to draw additional attention to the political tensions rolling the nation in the closing weeks of the 2020 election season and underline warnings from law enforcement officials, members of Congress, and groups that track extremism about the increasing threat of extremist and far-right groups. Whitmer, at times, has been the focus of extreme vitriol from far-right groups over her handling of the coronavirus pandemic, which was, for the record, the correct response. Her response was the correct one. Whitmer thanked law enforcement for making the arrests. This is unlike anything we've seen before. Brave men and women, those 2 police, blah, blah, blah. This is kind of stuff from her video, which we're gonna watch. I'm gonna see if they have any other like pictures and stuff. There we go. It is what I was looking for. Boink, 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 boink. Look at that. Look at that. They definitely look like the kind of guys that would do this kind of shit. Absolutely. I mean, come on. Yeah. 6 people have been arrested by federal authorities. Adam Fox, Barry Croft, Ty Garbin, Caleb Franks, Daniel Harrison, Brandon Caserta. I mean, All those guys sound like they drink Faygo and eat Superman ice cream. That definitely follows in a criminal complaint. I mean, look at them. Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. Additionally, Michigan Attorney General Dana... I mean, they all have the same fucking... They literally have the same facial layout. It's just the same man in 6 different photos. Just voted today? Hell yes, Sargento. Jesus Christ. Look at this. They have the whole fucking thing available. Just wild. Just wild. Plans to kidnap Whitner. This one had pictures too, right? Am I crazy? Oh, it had the picture of their house where it got raided. That's nuts. Don't. They went through the fucking window, bro. What's this? Anti-government TikTok video?
Hey everybody, Senator Lindsey Graham here.
Fuck off, Lindsey. You suck.
Tell you what's like one of the hardest challenges in life that you'll probably never be able to get away with, and that's to not get robbed by the state. Ariel, here's a thought for today. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance, and indifference to this notion is the means by which the people can and will secure their own oppression. Wake the f*** up.
What? What? Imagine being named Lindsay and being a dude. Likelihood that all these guys have at least one Confederate flag in their home, 100%. Why? What do you mean anti? How can you be pro-Trump and anti-government? Big question. Big question I have. Jesus Christ, bro. Look at this shit. Absolutely fucking bananas. All right, here's the video from the from the whole fucking thing. It's just don't get robbed by the state. Do they think? Excuse me. Do libertarians think the state is the state they're living in and not the country? Because it's called the state. Please, God, no. Please, God, no. No, I think that's it. I think that's absolutely what they think. Oh, no. Oh, no. The feds are who fucking picked you up, bro. Oh, dude. All right. Okay. Here's the CNN video.
Federal charges against 13 members of 2 militia groups who were preparing to kidnap and possibly kill me.
She's always wearing that leather jacket. I don't know if I like it or not, chat. Your decision.
When I put my hand on the Bible and took the oath of office 22 months ago, I knew this job would be hard.
You like it?
But I'll be honest, I never could have imagined anything like this. I want to start by saying thank you.
Dude, watch this interpreter. Absolutely going ham time.
To our law enforcement. Thank you to the fearless FBI agents. And thank you to the brave Michigan State police troopers who participated in this operation, acting under the leadership of Colonel Joe Gasper.
The reason I say I don't necessarily like the leather jacket look is she does this when she wears this a lot when she's trying to be tough, right? And so it comes across as like, you're already tough, bro. You're already hella tough. I guess. I don't know. It seems more pandery than she needs to be because she's been crushing this shit the whole time. They fundamentally misunderstand political terminology? Yes.
I also want to thank Attorney General Nessel and the U.S. Attorneys Burge and Schneider and their teams for pursuing criminal charges that hopefully will lead to convictions.
Aviators, that's what's justice. Yeah, I agree.
As a mom with 2 teenage daughters and 3 stepsons, my husband and I are eternally grateful to everyone who put themselves in harm's way to keep our families safe. 2020 has been a hard year for all of us. Hard for our doctors and nurses and truck drivers, grocery store workers. It's been hard for the teachers and students and parents. Hard for those who have had to stay isolated to stay safe. And it's not over yet. But here's what I know. We're Michiganders.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yes. We're Michiganders, but god damn it, dude. You don't have to say it. You know, as a Michigander, boy, do I hate Michigander pride. It just ruins it. It ruined the whole vibe. You're totally right. Yeah, see, all of you are typing. Yeah, it ruined it. It makes it sound like fucking corn soup, people. It makes it sound like I'm normal. Papa Jake's Guide to Michigan. Oh.
We have heart, and we are tough as hell.
We are very tough.
We made it through the Great Recession. We made it through auto bankruptcies.
Yep.
We made it through floods and polar vortexes. But none of us has faced a challenge like COVID-19.
Knowing that we are individually Michiganders,
I've said it many times.
Knowing that we're collectively Michiganders, does that make each of us individually a Michigoose? Yes.
We are not one another's enemy. This virus is our enemy. And this enemy is relentless. It doesn't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, young or old, rich or poor. It doesn't care if we're tired of it.
You betcha.
It threatens us all. Our lives, our families, our jobs, our businesses.
Michiganders don't say you betcha, actually.
It preys on our elderly and medically vulnerable residents. And it has exposed deep inequities in our society. This should be a moment for national unity, where we all pull together as Americans to meet this challenge head on with the same might and muscle that put a man on the moon. Seeing the humanity in one another and doing our part to help our country get through this. Instead, our head of state has spent the past 7 months denying science, ignoring his own health experts, stoking distrust, fomenting anger, and giving comfort to those who spread fear and hatred and division. The President of the United States stood before the American people and refused to condemn white supremacists and hate groups like these two Michigan militia groups.
Uh-oh.
Stand back and
He's
stand
not gonna
by,
like that.
he told them.
Yep.
Stand back and stand by. Hate groups heard the president's words not as a rebuke.
By the way, this is the Michigan accent, and I can't do it. It's so subtly obvious, if that makes sense. It's hard to do with your mouth unless you're just doing it. Her big. It's like I can't do it. It's just too much. I lost it. I lost it when I moved away, and I can't get it back. But this is what Michiganders sound like. It sounds just like the Minnesota accent. It doesn't. Minnesota has more of a. It's almost Canadian. I can't do the Michigan accent.
But as a rallying cry, as a call to action. When our leaders speak, their words matter. They carry weight. When our leaders meet with, encourage, or fraternize with domestic terrorists, they legitimize their actions, and they are complicit. When they stoke and contribute to hate speech, they are complicit. In 1981, 100%. President Ronald Reagan spoke to the NAACP's annual convention, and his comments stand in sharp contrast to what we have seen on the national and state level
using Reagan
from his own beloved party in 2020. He said, "A few isolated groups in the backwater of American life still hold perverted notions of what America is all about. Recently, in some places in the nation, there's been a disturbing recurrence of bigotry and violence." Then Reagan sent a direct message to those who still adhere to senseless racism and religious prejudice. You are the ones who are out of step with our society, he said. You are the ones who willfully violate the meaning of the dream that is America. And this country, because of what it stands for, will not stand for your conduct. So let me say this loud and clear. Hatred, bigotry, and violence have no place in the great state of Michigan. If you break the law or conspire to commit heinous acts of violence against anyone, we will find you, we will hold you accountable, and we will bring you to justice.
Wow. Apollo is in. Hey, I'm sorry you're sick, Apollo. Give me a little heart chitty chats. Apparently an extra little Sarah. Little hearts for Apollo tonight. Appreciate it. So yeah, this is wild. That's pretty much the whole thing. It's just like the group used the Second Amendment rally in June at the state capitol to try to recruit. The plan was to storm the Capitol. One of the men said they needed 200 and would assault law enforcement, take hostages, and try the governor for treason. They were going to meet last night to purchase explosives and exchange tactical gear. Wait, purchase explosives? Where are you going to buy? What? Carlton. Oh. What? Where do you buy the explosives from? Yep. Groups met secretly in the basement, enters through a trapdoor covered by a rug. One attendee wore a wire. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Discuss blowing up a bridge leading to Whitmer's home to hinder police response. Setting off other bombs to divert police away from the area while kidnapping would happen. Wow. Looks like they've seen one action movie. Losers. Anyway, that's the end of that. That's the end of that. That's the whole thing. Just a wild one. Just a wild one out here. There was a crazy Alex Jones worshiping conspiracy motherfucker in my high school that tried to make and sell bootleg flashbangs? She Liam Neeson taken speech at the end? I know, right? It's not hard to combine common materials into a boom. Well, yeah, but they said they were going to buy explosives, not buy components to an explosive. They didn't, like, the way that was reported did not say, and they were about to buy supplies capable of making high-level explosives. They said they were going to buy bombs. It's a little different. A little different. Like, you know, say you're going to go buy pizza. Like, I'm ordering pizza when you go to the store and get stuff to make pizza, right? Just tossing that out there. That's not how you say it.